Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Enigmatica 6 Expert Mode Live with Light. We're over at the Monolith. We're going to be working over there for the Stellar Neutron Activator again today. I did a little bit of research and found there's a better mana farm than these sheep that we could probably do. I did a little bit of off-camera resource collecting, but unfortunately we still need to make a bunch of lenses. So we're going to need 4 Gaia mana spreaders. So we're going to need 4 spectral lenses, which means we're going to need 4 push lenses as well. Spectral lenses come in groups of 3. Push lenses also come in groups of 3. But how many of each do I have? I've got 2 push lenses, none of the spectral lenses. Hey there, Mac. So that means we need 2 batches of purple, 1 batch of blue. Each batch requires a lens each. So we need 3 glass lenses. The glass lenses themselves you get 2 per infused. We've got 2 of these glass lenses, so we just need to infuse them. So that at least is a little bit of a load off. But once again, we need sight reagents, and so we need all of this. And the divination sigil requires some of these. So we need to make more blocks of source. Let's just make a stack of them. Okay, so we're only making 2 sets, so we just need 2 of these. I'm fairly certain we don't have any of the blood slates laying around, so we're going to need to make some more of those, which require these. 1, 2, 3, 4. And flux. 1, 2, 3, 4. And source. 1. Whee!
What are we working on?
I'm going to make a Shulker farm.
To what end?
Mana production.
Even more?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's not concerning at all.
Because that ridiculous thing that I built requires ridiculous amounts of everything.
Oh, the auto make thing that we did last time.
Yeah, so the thing that we auto made requires water, electricity, and mana. And right now I'm fairly certain mana is going to be the biggest problem. Because sheep, not so reliable.
Really?
Yeah, because they take a while to grow their wool back, and I don't know of any way to speed that up.
I mean, theoretically, increasing the amounts of sheep, but that's about it. By the way, I may have used a whole bunch of your mana over the weekend and a bunch of your electricity. I hope you don't mind too much.
Yeah, so the mana was mostly full when I was in there this morning.
Okay.
And power, it's just always being made.
Okay.
Right. So what did you make?
I was making a bunch of mana pearls, and well, first off, I did a lot of stuff over the weekend because I was kind of had some free time, and I'll remember what it was once I get back. Once I actually get into the game, I'm sure.
Sure. No way it's gonna just be stuck in a chest somewhere for the rest of time.
Unlikely. I mean, I have the red chalk now. I have the Master Blood Orb now. So there's all that. spent a little time automating, briefly making veggie burgers in a great single pot recipe. I think I have like 7 or 8 stacks of them now, which is nice.
Nice.
Samson, I do not need you on my counter right now. Please go away. Cats.
Come on, server.
Yeah, I'm logging in right now, so it's probably me. My bad.
Okay.
My assistance is required. I'll be right back.
And then ghosts. Glitter. Ghost. Divination. Man, wouldn't it be great if this is the last time we have to make these lenses? What are the odds of that, you think? Oh, I also made this Naritas crystal, such that we're ready when it's time for Gaia. Yeah, most everything should be good to go. Okay, so we got our 2 site reagents. Now we can go and infuse those things. We just need arcane gold, lumium, and those uninfused lenses, and then a couple of those blue books. Always got to make a couple of these. 1, 2. Foliate. 1, 2. I never did check into whether or not we could automate this. It would be neat if you can just fully automate the binding of the books. But I don't know if they have to be done by you to bind the person to you. Come on. Okay. Sight. Arcane. 2 lumium. Lenses. And a book. Okay. Some freshly infused lenses. Send those into the system. And then we're going to make some of these. Let's go. There we go. Next up, 1 set of push lenses. Light blue runes made from blue corundum. We got some of those. We're not going to talk about why we have some of those. Resonating gems and stardust. We're going to need at least 12. We made some extra vials because we knew this day was coming. We're going to need more Tau. We're going to need 6, which means we need 18. And then bone meal. Okay. And we're going to need the archer's polish eventually. Stardust is done. Archer's polish. Etheric shard, bottled sunlight, raw gwiblings. Gwib. I thought we hunted extras. Did we leave them over there? We might have left them over there. Okay, and then for the soft coating, we also need bottled sunlight. Clogram and Scintling. We need 4 of those each. Okay, because we're making 2 vials for each one. So, bottled sunlight and raw gwibbling. And then for this one, we need purple runes. This one we made spares because we made spares. Okay, raw gwiblings, bottled sunlight. Anyway, raw gwiblings and bottled sunlight.
Raw gwiblings.
Yep.
See, oh yeah, I made an ultra birthing and I got the 3 bees from that. Oh yes, I do actually finally have all those enchanted apples I need. So today I'm going to go and construct that thing so that I can then use them for skullduggery.
Nice.
And every time I get NT-PCBs for my PCB, I'm very happy about it. But every time I completely forget about it at the end of the day. And unfortunately, it seems that if you leave that these etched PCBs in the thing, they do, even though it says they don't despawn, they go away eventually.
Weird.
It's really annoying. Yeah. Let's see. Or no, it's the UV treated ones. So if it goes through the UV, yeah, this should probably have. I keep forgetting. I've lost probably a dozen unfinished PCBs just to forgetting about that. Every time every time, it's really annoying. But what you gotta do?
Well, I typically go as fast as possible away from the UV treatment and then etching acid.
You know, I guess I could actually set it up so that it goes directly from the etching the UV treatment into the acid. I guess that would, make sense.
I mean, that does work too, but there's the next step that doesn't require the UV light box at all. And I try to get to that as fast as possible.
Really?
Yeah, because it's really annoying to have to use that stupid light box.
Wait, I could have put these into the assembly control the whole time? Oh my god, I did not know that.
Fancy arm thing.
I have that. What? Oh. You. So I don't even need that light box then. That light box is completely superfluous now.
Completely superfluous.
Oh,
Most times I play Pneumaticraft, I use it once to get the PCBs necessary to make the fancy arms thing, and then never look at it again.
I cannot express to you how annoyed I am right now. Oh my god. Whatever. Whatever. Now I know.
Yeah,
And now you
knowing's
have the
half the
battle to wage.
battle. Okay, are my raw gwiblings here? You are not a gwibbling. You are endfish. You are raw gwiblings. Ha 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 ha.
Is a gwibbling a fish?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so now I have infused bees and mana bees and sky bees and tainted bees and terrestrial, and I use your thing to make terrestrial bees. Although I didn't realize how your mana platform worked at first, and I unfortunately left some things sitting around until they despawned because I didn't realize it wasn't working. So I had to go gather all the ingredients for the second time, which is, annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. Luckily, I had a spare bee lying around because I knew I'd screw something up somewhere. As is tradition. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to replace those doors with some ethereal glass.
All right, I only need 2 gwiblings.
Because I have some extra laying around. And why the heck not?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe some delicious salmon tempura as well.
Nice.
So all is well. And I have 62 veggie brewers on my person, and then a whole bunch in some chest somewhere I'm going to forget about for a while. Maybe a transmutation catalyst. I got the other 3 slime bees I don't have. Yeah, I was a busy little beaver over the weekend.
Nice. Yeah, the terrestrial bee, I don't really see the use for in this pack. Because all it swaps out, I think, is the mana steal. And that's not the problem in that recipe. Although I didn't see if it had any good secondary products. Let's see. Because, yeah, it swaps out the mana steal. And that's...
I could very well be just about it.
That's all it's good for. Except for generic honey purposes. Yep.
I'm just checking the blocks right now.
Oh,
nope,
yeah.
Generic honeycomb.
That's a shame.
Stuff. So, whatever, I got one.
Yeah, and I'm sure they look cool. Okay, so I've got 12,
bright green honeycombs? What's not to like?
4, 2. And then the glass lenses. 1, 2, 3. And then these are made on the balloon. To the balloon!
I guess it's one less step, changing the mana honeycomb into mana steel, which they then use to make the Terra steel ingots. But, again, that's nothing.
Yeah.
As they say, womp womp.
Wonder if I even have to wait for nighttime now that I've got those collector crystals.
Oh yeah, I think I was gonna make an otherworldly bee.
Oh, I do.
I feel like that was my next step. I think I played this too much over the weekend and had a dream about making an otherworldly bee. The day has passed. I did get a bunch of good trinkets too.
Oh, which ones?
Let's see, I got the Pillow of Secrets.
Ooh.
And let's see, Broken Heart. 5th piece. Let's see, Chance to Repair Your Armor, Rob Spindle. Fire Mind. Ember. Mirror Shard.
Ec-
I'll also have to do damage to stuff hurting or thinking about hurting me, but I don't really care that much about
ectoplasm.
that right now. So the thing is, Mossy Belt solely repairs equipped armors. Drop Spindle, chance to repair your armor while fighting your enemies. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. I like having the horseshoe one. Golden Melon I can get rid of for now.
Okay. The necessary lenses have been acquired. Next up, Elven Mana Spreader. I need Glimmering Dreamwood. Easy peasy. How many? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then the Dreamwood itself. Let's just grab a bunch. We need sparks. We need more than that. Crash. We couldn't hear the thunder, just imagine it in your brain. And then Elementium. 1, 2, 3, 4. Runes of Summer. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Runes of Air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that should be what I need. For 4 Elven Mana Spreaders, go.
Wow, that's a lot of Elven Mana Spreaders.
And it's probably not as much as this farm would really need to run full tilt.
So what's your new farm's deal?
It makes shulkers fight each other, and when they do, they explode into mana. A lot of it. Okay.
Sounds kind of convenient.
Gaia Mana Spreader needs those weird cherries. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gaia Spirits. 16 of them. Ancient Saplings. 4. What else did it need? Runes of Midgard. 8. Bifrost.
Cellfrost.
24. Dragonstone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Elven Mana Spreaders and Spectral Lenses. That should be what I need. So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 4 of these. 4 of these. 4 of those. And swap out the crystal. For Naritas. Go. And then we put the useful things on our hotbar and wait for it to ask for them. Cherry.
So isn't the etching
Gaia.
tank also useless?
Yeah. Midgard. Gaia. Ancient. Gaia. Midgard. Gaia. Do it again. before we lose the moonlight. Silly whack-a-mole game.
Very Simon Says.
Thankfully, Simon always says.
Sorry, what does Simon always say?
Well, like every time it's always the same things in the same order. They're just at a different place.
Oh, okay.
Hence it being whack-a-mole.
Yes, I understand now. A bit more hokey pokey, as it were. Oh, on that note.
Oh, it's a nice golden kappa you got there.
Golden Kappa. Somehow or another, Admiral Baru today got a Golden Kappa hype train.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it resulted in that. So, yeah. And him, like, getting, like, an absurd amount of new subscribers because, you know, everyone wants a piece.
That is how hype trains go.
Thus, the hype. Okay, I gotta figure out what's the next thing I gotta put into a box. Gotta be something I have absurd amounts of.
Okay, so that's 4 Gaia Mana Spreaders. Next up, because clearly that's not enough.
Is it blocks of appetite?
Need... Is it potency lenses? Yeah, so let's make the mana lenses. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do I have enough runes of fire? Are we making more? We're making more. Okay. Fire is blaze powder, magma bricks, ditch bulbs. You know what? Let's make all of those. Ditch. And then we have to make some candles.
Fine, you can be up here, but I'm gonna have to move all this stuff for you, goofy cat. Having some leftover red curry from the weekend. It was delicious.
Oh, nice. Okay, so that's all of those, and then we need living rock. Okie dokes. And then we teleport back to Chocolate Island again.
I think I have absurd amounts of lime dye.
Oh, that's not what I needed to do. I've got
I do.
to make the candles first. Poor skeleton sitting in a boat with an iron golem it can't kill.
Truly, this is hell. Meanwhile, the Iron Golem was told the same story about 4 times.
Mm-hmm. About that one time back in college.
I used to be somebody. Yes, Grandpa. Well, you know, you were the Zodiac Killer. No one ever caught you. I have a buttload of glowstone. I can go on one of these.
Okay, there we go.
Actually, I have so much lime dye. That might be the next one to go.
Okay. Potency lenses on. Okay, so now that we've got these, next up, probably making these other runes. Ooh, should check on our masticator scale levels. We got 5. Nice. So we need runes of wrath for all of them. Winter and earth. So we need weak blood shards. We're gonna need more than 9, aren't we? Because we need a rune of wrath for each and a rune of envy. So that's 3. So we need 12. We've only got 9. So I guess we're making more.
Okay.
Okay, and then we just come over here. Plunk, plunk. Couple of these. Couple of those. And then we grab our Afrit essence. Grab our refined crimson. And we wait on our incense stick.
Apparently, at some point in the past, I had a sorghum farm growing, and I just let it go for a while. I completely forgot about it. So I now have about 1,800 sorghum just laying around doing nothing. Now I have much more space in my chests. Surprise!
Okay, is there something I can work on while waiting for those? Those just take flowers and pixie dust. Flowers, Gaia Spirit, and runes. So those are fine.
I have a lot of these.
We can work on making some warding stones. We're going to need 12. Which means we're going to need at least 48 living rock. Plus 12. Let's just get some more of that going. There's my incense stick. Off we go.
3 more bins to go. Hello, Blizz Cubes.
Oh, that reminds me. I probably have some Blitzbee honeycomb that needs processing. I had started running low on Blitz powder and Blitz motes.
If okay, well, if you have plenty, that's fine. But I was just gonna say, I'm pretty sure I have way too much right now.
Yeah, because I brought the bee out and let it run, so I've probably got about a chest full. I just need to process it.
Ooh, that contestant might be diamond blocks. I might have enough diamond blocks to justify
a bin of them.
Yes, just a basic bin, but still. So if I can look at my elite bin full of emerald blocks, and then my basic bin full of diamond blocks, and go, you have a problem. I'll say, yeah. I have more storage for my diamonds.
My elite bin of just straight up emeralds, not blocks, because I didn't want to craft them, is full.
Is full. Okay.
Like the XP farm at the monolith generates emeralds, and it's throwing them in the trash.
If only it were real life.
Yeah, so 226,000 emeralds full in the box. Any new ones in the garbage.
I come from old emeralds, not these new emeralds. Might be basalt shards. I could probably stop some of those bees.
Okay, wrath is earth and winter.
Oh, nope, it's tomatoes.
Oh, I need to go resonate some more gems.
All right, I'm out of bins. Excellent.
It is ridiculous how many of these I go through.
The resonating gems that cost like a bazillion mana?
I guess they cost a bazillion mana, but I've gone through stacks upon stacks of them.
Very nice.
Because every time I run out, I'm like, well, I guess I should make a lot of these. And then I go to the ocean and I grab just like 3 stacks usually of the aquamarine and then just toss it into a mana pool. And then things happen. And then suddenly I run out again. And
Huh.
I haven't set up a sand farm yet either, so I don't have an absurd amount. And so I actually go swimming.
What is dank? Dank storage. Because it actually uses sky honeycomb blocks and diesium and two tier 2 dimensional storage stabilizers to make its 5th tier of thing.
Yeah, it's a portable backpack tank thing. I've never really used them. I'm not sure how good they are.
Yeah, I'm not super impressed.
Okay.
Maybe I'll make the dank one just to see if it's interesting.
So how many of these did I need? 24. And then weak blood shards. So we need this, 2 of those, 1 of those.
I can make this pretty easily. Let's see, dank 1.
Oh, I forgot to check what time in a bottle costs. Either a cuckoo clock or a soul shard. And a potion of swiftness. Interesting.
What's that supposed to do? Cool stuff?
So it essentially collects time while it's in your inventory. And then you can spend that time to temporarily speed up the tick rate on a block. So if you've got something that you need to wait for to do its thing, you can just add some time to it and it'll speed it up.
That's convenient.
And so like here I could theoretically add some time to the mana spreader. And it would spread the mana faster. Probably. I'm not entirely certain what blocks it would necessarily work the best for. But most machines would probably benefit from it. But I think it only speeds them up for like 30 seconds. But it can do a like 32 or 64x speed up.
Nothing to sneeze at.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and if you did it on crops, I think that could be pretty good. Like the ones that you can't bone meal.
Oh yeah, like nether wart, which I discovered.
Yeah, like you just need some netherwort or tau fruit just right now.
I mean, I often say that, so. Beeswax.
What needs wax?
Oh, needs wax for the canvas for the something or another for the dank storage stuff.
Mm. I suppose I should have checked if I had. I do have some wrath. I've got quite a few envy. Well. Okay, so let's put those away, get those envies back out here. Put those away, put those away. And then pixie dust. Pink, magenta, and purple. Pink, magenta, and purple.
These sticks can go back in here. As can hopper. As can these planks.
Off to the Britannia boat.
Doo doo doo. Three of those. One blaze rod.
Okay. So, one of these, one of these. One, two. What am I missing? Pixie, wrath, pink, magenta, purple.
So what's that make?
Well, it's supposed to make the Heisei Dream. Wrath, pixie, magenta, pink. Oh, it's two magentas, one purple. What a world. There we go.
Heisei Cataclysm.
Okay, now grab a bucket of water. Fill this back up. And then pixie, wrath, pink, magenta, magenta, purple, cassava. And then right click with an empty hand to make another. Bucket, right click, Chuck. 4 Heisei Dreams. Then Shulk Me Not. 2 purple, 2 magenta, and a light gray.
Oh, finally got around to eating a bite of that curry. It's much hotter than I remember it being.
Oh.
Isn't it? Yeah, doesn't spice usually increase over time? I think maybe. Or making it up either way, doesn't matter.
I don't know. Light gray. We've got half of the purple. And then we need the 2 magenta each. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's magenta. There's our purple. There's our light gray. So, bucket. Okay. One of these. One of those. One of these. One of those. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Cassava. Bucket. Fill. Let's see. Scanner can go back. Cassava. Bucket. Fill. Empty hand. Cassava. Bucket. Fill. Empty hand. Cassava. Okay, so that's 4 Heisei Dreams. 4 Shulk Me Nots. Now we need to make them float.
Oh, right, because you're making them fight each other. I forgot about that part of it.
Okay, so I need glimmering flowers, pasture seeds, and dirt. Only got 5 of the pasture seeds. So let's throw some grass into a mana pool. And then dirt. And then what flower do we have the most of? Orange. Oh, lime green. Let's go lime green. Glowstone. Pretty sure it costs 2 each, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pasture seeds and dirt. Floating lime flowers. And then you mix those with each of the useful flowers. And now we've got floating versions. Because we don't want our shulkers going anywhere. Okay, so we've got blaze spawners and skeleton spawners. But I have not brought back a shulker spawner. Which means we're going to the end. Because I know I left quite a few of those behind on those boats. But which boat? Probably this one. P. I forget what the, there it is. Create waypoint. Boat. And now we just point ourselves at boat, and off we go. Probably going to have to fight Bellringer, though, to get the always-on spawner situation. Yeah.
For the agitator or whatever it is? Or for the player detection minus or something like that.
Yeah. Because I'm fairly certain the agitator doesn't work if there are no players logged on.
Okay. Good to know.
Or like if we're all in a different dimension or something. Okay, so those shulker spawners are just gone. But they are still spawning. So I don't know if that's just because this is a boat, or if there are more spawners somewhere.
I mean, previously, like they were just hanging around even after I thought I cleared off everything, so I think they just spawn on boats.
That's a phantom spawner.
Yeah, there's a phantom one at the fore and aft, as far as I can tell. Bow and stern, fore and aft, whatever.
Okay, so...
Okay, so I can only get 48 ingots of the skies at a time. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Now I'm kind of grumpy about my sky bee. Whatever.
Oh?
I mean, it's great, but I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to need, you know, is where I'm at.
Well, I mean...
And better to have it than not, and
I've gone through quite a bit of ingots of the skies, so... You might not need thousands, but you'll need quite a bit. Okay, 403...
Bellringer bells are for sale right now.
417. Let me check on my bell situation. I've got 3, so I should be good. Okay. Go this way. 400, 1600. Are shulker spawners in here? Probably. Right? Up we go. There it is. Haha! Shulker spawner acquired. Spawn count 4, min spawn delay 200, max entities 10, spawn range 12. Seems good.
Can you tell me what beacon blocks means?
Um,
It's like you make a beacon, you can put this block in it, and it makes the beacon that color or something like that, or what?
no, that's what you build the base from.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, so almost any metal can be made into a block and put underneath, but so can like diamond and emerald.
Mm-hmm. Good to know.
Okay, shulker spawner. Got a couple of shulker shells. So now we need to ignores players. Spectre's Eye, Token of Joy. Spectre's Eye requires Phantoplasm. Yeah, we don't have a spare. Don't have spare Phantoplasm either. Double check that we're spelling that correctly. Yeah. Okay, so bell ringer. Zapping, ectoplasm, jewelry, fluorite, and bell. Let's double check that. Jewelry,
That's a
3
trinket
ectoplasm,
case.
fluorite, and bell. Good.
Botania.
Turn
Let's look that up in a second.
off our universal attractor. And let's not set this place on fire.
You said that now.
Yeah, I say that most times about this particular place. Except for that one time. Probably should not have fought Bellringer anywhere near my moose. Here's hoping Moose is still alive.
I pine for the moose.
Moose has not met a moosey fate. Moosey fate.
Never won't be funny. Say moosey fate. Say moosey fate.
Moosey fate. Okay, now that I have the Phantoplasm, I need 6 coins, mana powder, lapis dust, and enchanted ash. Lapis dust, enchanted ash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coins. And mana powder. Then find a tiny little thing of water and chuck them all in it. Spectre's Eye acquired.
Nice.
Token of Joy in my offhand. Shulker spawner. Apply it. Pick it up. Ignores players. Brilliant. Okay. What else do we need? We're going to need quite a few sparks. 12 of them. And then we're going to need some spark augments, which is part of why I made a bunch of extra runes of fire. Which requires pixie dust, mana steel, and we got those. 1, 2, 3, 4 dominant. Recessive requires rune of earth. How many of those do I have? Plenty. Okay. Sparks and augments ready. Got the spawner, we've got those, we've got the spreaders. Now we need the pools. I explicitly told you to make warding stones. Why do I have no warding stones? Something is wrong over at Paradise. What happened? Did Chuck die? How is Chuck dead? He's got a little thing over his head.
Does he need more thing over his head?
I guess. But at least our automatic aura generator is working. If we could keep the chunk loaded. Okay, so we're waiting on those. What can we do otherwise? Oh, right. A mana splitter. Easy peasy. Mana splitter should just keep it balanced, just in case one of the flowers doesn't get hit as often as the others. Now, granted, I have a feeling the machine is going to drink up the mana faster than we make it, eventually. But we'll see. So that's a splitter. We're waiting on that for pools. Oh, while we wait, we can go and start the digging. Okay. So what we're gonna do is break that block right there. Such that if we sneak in right here, we'll know where the middle is. Okay, so here is the middle. So we put the splitter here, put grass block there. And then from the middle, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But then we have to go out 10 more from that, don't we? Might need to move this down a little. Yep. We're gonna have to move it down 2 more. Might have to go 4 more. So this was right. It would be 2 more, 3, 4, 5, 6 more maybe, depending on how far out that way we have to go. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We get out to about here. So we probably don't. Oh, but if we go that way, we need to get to full beach level. So if that's true, I'm going to have to check on the range of sparks.
Okay, no, stop looking at stuff. You have stuff to do. God. It's so hard sometimes to...
Radius 12.
Get this right. I have a sequence assembly to start doing.
You do?
I do.
Okay, so let's figure out how far down we can put these other mana pools. Step 1, apply sparks to this stuff.
Curry and wings and plum pudding.
There we go. And we put this back. That is facing the wrong way. We can't have that. There we go. Okay. So,
It was 60, right? Yes. Okay, good.
so if we count this as 86, we can go to 74 and place them there. Miss. So here. So we can put them right at the bottom of this crystal. Either on the inside or on the outside. What do we think would look better? Actually, probably right there. But that's a... No, that's a full block. That's good. So... 1, 2, pool. So let's grab ourselves some marble pillars. We only need 8 of these. So 8. So what we're gonna do first, make sure this found structure. Then if we, oh, that's not lined up the way I wanted. Stupid stairs making me think there was a block there. That's no good.
Everything going okay?
I'm just working on aesthetic things, and my first aesthetic idea is ruined because they used stairs in interesting ways that made it look like there was a block, but it's not a block. It's several quarters of a block. about... Yeah, like a nice steel wall mount. How will that look? Okay, so we put that like that, and then put a mana pool on top of it. That looks cool. No, that is not what I asked for. Place it on there. Not what I asked for. On there. Now I'm stuck here forever. I just keep digging myself deeper. There we go. Now put sparks in each of those. And then we test it, because always test it. Also, that's one lower than I wanted. All the more reason to test it. Mana tablet. Where's my mana tablet? There it is. Okay, these. Currently accepting mana. Off you go. Ooh, is working. Let's try this one. Perfect. And so now if we come on up to these, I said up to these. Should be able to right click on it, and it's got 48,000 mana. Nice. Okay. So those pools are in a perfectly reasonable location. Now I just need to see how low I can get for the farm, given where these are. So these are one lower than promised. No, these are exactly where I promised. So these are at 74. So I can go down to 62 with the next batch. So I can go 4 lower than this. One, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, that's all going. Back upstairs.
Or I could make it smaller and just cover the walls with shulker proofing. Oh, right, because I also need to take the whole thing down far enough that they can't just teleport onto the ceiling. Unless, of course, just cover everything in buttons. That might be the way to go. before I commit to any of these plans. Tiny bit of research. Discover all blocks a Shulker can teleport to except the block you want it to teleport to. With a button, it's possible to make Shulkers teleport to a specified low position. Brilliant. Buttons it is.
Medium machinery schematics done. Oh yeah, now I can do stuff. Ka-ching.
Spawn range 12. Oof, that is quite the spawn range. Can we bring that down? -1 spawn range. Requires Glyph of AoE, which is puffer fish and marvelous clay. Interesting. Although, I don't think spawner range includes vertical. Let me double check that too. Yeah, so spawner range is typically 9 by 9 by 3. So let's check our other spawners. Make sure they behave like that. Skeleton spawner, spawn range 4. Yeah, 4 is normal. These blaze ones are larger at 10. This shulker at 12, though. But it looks like the vertical should stay standard. So, before we go too crazy, let's test that. So if we place the shulker spawner here, I don't think they care about light. I might need to add a ignore conditions to it as well. Huh.
Enrichment chamber. Ah, there we go. Metallurgy infuser.
Oh, right. It doesn't have a lot of room to work yet, so that's probably why. There we go. So now that we gave him room, they're good. Problem is, the shulkers themselves have a certain range. So I need to definitely put it deep enough that the shulkers can't teleport out. Okay.
Okay, am I almost ready to make an actual dissolution chamber? It looks like I'm pretty close. Got the plastic, got the reinforced out. Pardon me. I can make a stupid metallurgic infuser. Which needs these, which needs that. It's not actually that big a deal. I just like making a lot of it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's check on the mana loss range for the potency lens. So we'll lose mana twice as fast. So but the Gaia mana spreader should be able to shoot a long way. Yeah, 48 blocks normally. So I should be able to shoot 24 without losing anything. So we can have it fire from quite a bit lower than this. And have the Shulker zone down there. Problem is if the Shulkers find a cave. So let's get this stuff set up first. Oops. test with our...
No, resume focusing. Gotta...
Resume focus.
Yeah. So I need to make a lantern, so I make a projector, so I can see how on earth I'm supposed to make these, various schematics of many blocks at a time.
Recessive sparks. Totally work. Brilliant. Now let's see.
Nope.
Probably
the important part is not to leave what I just did inside where this was.
Sounds a little important. Okay, so from here, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Oops, that's too far. Let's put some of these things away. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If we keep pushing that over, we're probably going to hit the ocean. Oh, we're close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're real close. 1, 2, 3, 10. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Real close. So we're gonna have to go down a little bit. But that is totally fine. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. checked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. It's also take a bit to dig, but I think it's going to be good.
I might need to go help someone find their phone. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, so let's set up our general layout. So we would have the spawner here. It can spawn 12 out that way. But most importantly, we don't want the shulker to be able to teleport back onto here. So 1, 2. But we do want it to be able to teleport out there. 1, 2, 3. Wait. If we just make it such that it can't teleport back, it doesn't matter how far out these blocks are. They just need room to be able to shoot at each other. So honestly, let's pretend that's the spawner. Let's have him, let's give him the Shulk Me Not and the Heisei. And then give him like 2 more blocks. And then have him land here. Oops. So this, that, these 2, those 2, here. And then from here, we just cover the walls in buttons. But we need full spawn range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is how far we go. But we need solid if we really want to keep them in. And so I was going to keep digging just to make sure they can't. So let's bring them closer. So let's bring them like that's probably fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nine, 10. Let's do it to here. Hasn't really saved a whole lot. So let's just stick to the original plan. Extra space is totally fine. It'll just take a bit to dig. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we double check that here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. And if we turn this way, we should be able to dig right into our other corridor. Perfect. Yeah, once we're a little more certain of the shape, we can upgrade the size of our drilling. Oops. That's kind of annoying.
Pump Jack Refinery Sawmill Squeezer.
I might have to go back and recharge my remote storage thingy.
That much?
Well, I'm digging up so much stone, and it uses power every time I put something away. It's a tiny amount, but adds up. Okay. Next set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Huh?
Uh-huh.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And now we clear it out again.
Yeah, so it's been so long since I wanted this schematic that I actually can't remember what of it I actually wanted to use. So
Yeah, there's that.
and it already feels like there's other ways to do everything I can do with that. Whatever.
Yeah, there's very few things that I've needed from that, but I think the squeezer might be one of them.
Yeah, is that the...
For making the graphite.
Oh, graphite, okay. Right, I think I was looking at that graphite. The HD whatever.
Mm-hmm.
HOP.
Yeah, there might have been one other thing that I used from it, but that squeezer I've used quite a few times.
Mm-hmm.
Now, granted, just for the one thing, but graphite comes up quite a bit, and haven't gotten the antimatter to make the indestructible graphite, which I'm not even sure you can use for the recipes. I think that might just be for something else. Industrial or immersive engineering that I never bothered to do.
Oh, sure.
Are we over by the... No, we are nowhere near that. Why is there someone going all the way over here?
Maybe they fell down a pit.
Maybe.
I find it happens a lot.
Even still, it's pretty far from where a villager should be. I suppose we could naturally spawn an illager somewhere, but it's a vindicator.
Mm.
Okay, so those are just fairly open spaces. Okay, so now what we need to do is count the correct number of steps down, set up our mana setup, and then we can start digging out the rest of it. Yes, creeper. You're big and scary. Oh. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that number again is 1, 2, 3, 4.
See, so liquid lithium is used for energy cubes.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So those are 12 away from that. So any shulker that spawns at their level or lower should have nothing to latch onto. What's the range on the flowers? Five blocks. Eight blocks.
I think the unbreakable ones are mostly used. I think it's in the arc reactor
Probably.
or arc furnace or something like that, because you put 4 in, and I assume they have durability, so they go down over time. So use the unbreakable ones to not have to do that. Because you're tired of its shit. Quick question: does the squeezer take power?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put the spawner right in the middle there. Grab our floating flowers. So spawner, blank, blank. We'll put the Shulk me not. Spawner, blank, blank. Shulk me. Hazy. Yeah, Mac, these floating ones are made from the glimmering flowers, so they illuminate the room too.
Very pretty.
Okay, and then we'll go one step farther, and then here is where we'll put the shulking station.
Keep on shulking.
And so we'll have to go at least 11, probably 12 below here, which will put us at 38. 38. So we take this, 3 by 3, 5 by 5. Okay, 5 by 5, we're going down to 38. Oh no, there's a mine shaft down here.
Oh no, you found one?
Yeah. Thankfully, it's all the way at the bottom. It shouldn't be a problem.
Just don't wake anything up.
Yeah. Yeah, Mac, I don't want to deal with the... Like, if that mine shaft had been higher, the shulkers could have teleported into it and then just piled up and then lagged the server to death! I am not lined up properly.
Yeah, it's much server murder.
Let's line up properly. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I should have called out those folks. Get the little orange flags going. An underground mine shaft here. No digging. Let's go back to the first one.
No dwarves allowed.
Make sure we know. So this was 38. Was 38 the actual number? 50, 38, yes. Okay. So the one that went down to 32 went too far. Oh no. It's a dungeon. Is that a dungeon? Is that something worse? Oh, that just seems like a cave. So yeah, this is just a dungeon with no spawner. Weird. Ooh, Thief's Hood. Okay, so that's fine. Yeah, go away, spider. I don't care. Okay. Something tells me I'm not going to finish this digging in an hour. That's a lot of digging. But I'm going to try.
The cat who was previously attacking my food is now sitting in my lap and being cute.
Well,
it's pretty
that's
funny.
Good.
It's pretty funny. I was watching some on YouTube, and he decided to sit in my lap and stretch out, and of course immediately hit the space bar to pause what I was watching because he's a little turd.
Mm-hmm.
But he can get away with it, and he knows it. So what you gonna
Let's see. Well, we can make the AoE a little bit bigger if we take off the amplifies and the extract. Turn it from projectile to touch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 9 by 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Yeah, problem is it takes more mana. And even with my ridiculous mana regen and mana discount, I still run out. Still pretty good though. One, two, three, four here. Here. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So chat, while I'm digging a hole, how's everything out in chat land? Take off F7 because that really does not matter anymore. 1, 2, 3.
Chilling. That's good.
Definitely good. Okay, back up we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Good. We got this one lined up pretty well. Oh, and I won't be here on Thursday. Got some family in from out of town.
Okay.
Which is quite a bit of the reason why I'm not at BGF with Frog.
Was that this week? I completely
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. Good to know.
Ooh, embedded ammonite. Nice. So yeah, won't be here on Thursday. And I've got a term paper due on Friday, so I have term paper due tomorrow. because I'm not going to be writing that with family just hanging around.
Oh, sure. What, they want to help?
Yes, I'm certain they are super interested in a term paper on data science ethics.
What ethics?
Yeah, that's kind of how the class went.
Half joking.
Yeah.
I gotta say, the combination of your infinite ender pearls with the shooting mark makes for some very cheap and convenient ore generation.
Hmm.
What are you using for ore generation right now?
What do you mean, ore generation?
I mean, are you not doing much in your natural altar, or?
No, I use it um, for the crumbling for the mana powder,
Mm-hmm.
but that's about it. Like ore
Okay.
doubling, um, I just throw it through a crusher
Mm-hmm.
or a
Yeah,
pulverizer. I'm not sure which, but it's
sure.
not much.
Well, I'm just making a bunch of infused submetal blocks because I have a bunch of infused honeycomb blocks, and that's the only thing you can use them for. So.
Oh yeah, and I don't know if I've got the infused bee up and running or not. I usually just make the sun metal.
Simple enough, yeah.
Yeah, I don't use a whole lot of it.
Okay.
But I do have the automated natural altar, like aura regeneration, because I use it for making the sunstone to make living rock.
Okay.
I think it's sunstone. Whatever the stone is that you need for living rock, I have to pass it through there. And I would do it in such bulk quantities. I'm like, I gotta automate the aura. And so once it gets below a certain level, it throws snowballs, actually, at the shooting mark.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can get constantly farmed snowballs with
From
no
your
real
ICB or
trouble.
something like that.
No, from a snowman, and then create plows, I think.
Okay.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 here is unfortunately 1, 2, 3, 4 here. It's actually going to be faster to build this back up and crack through it again. What a world. Oh, so I went to that sushi place and have discovered it's not really for me.
Okay. What'd you try, if you might ask?
So the place I was at had a basically chef's choice combo platter thingy that came with a California roll and then 8 pieces of nigiri chosen by the chef.
Yeah, that's a standard thing.
Yeah, and so California roll was whatever. And then each of the sushis, some of them were just fine. There was one in particular that came apart into little individual chunks. Instead of just being one uniform piece of fish. And that one was fun to eat, but none of it was really delicious. Okay. And so, I get why people would like it. I can see people enjoying the experience. It's just not for me.
I understand. I mean, the most important thing is to stay open to new experiences, right?
Mm-hmm. And so I didn't get to try the spicy tuna. So I'll probably try that at some point in the future, just because it's so highly recommended.
Yeah, because it ends up being more of a less of a piece of fish and more of a a fish, a raw fish containing substance, which is akin to I don't want to say the word slurry because slurry sounds bad, but it's like it's like the texture of like a hummus or something like that. That's just inside of there. That's tasty
Mhm.
and spicy, and you don't really you get the tuna-ness of it, but it's also much less obvious than it would be otherwise.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, that's enough of this. I can do this later.
Yeah, and with the California roll, I'm not the biggest fan of cream cheese or crab, but like the mixture was better than any of them alone.
Okay. I'll get a phone call. I'll be right back.
Phone call. So Mac, you got any experience with sushi? Yeah, so the sushi that I had was not particularly fishy. It wasn't what I've come to expect from eating fish. And so I could see people who don't like fish still liking sushi. Um, the main troubles that I had with it were just it's not a delicious flavor to me. And if you need the sauce to make it delicious, then just give me the sauce on something that's more fun to eat.
Anyway.
But it did make me want to try to make non-fish sushis because I think some fruit sushis would be really good. I just don't know how to make rice pudding sufficiently structurally sound.
Fruit sushis. It's not a phrase I thought I would hear anytime.
I know, but some of the fish felt like peaches. Tasted like fish, but felt like peaches. And I'm like, man, if I had just a slice of peach on some structurally sound rice pudding, that sounds like a really good time. I just don't know what culinary magic would go into making that happen.
Should I just make a second shooting mark?
Why do you? Oh, for the crimson one.
Yeah.
Yeah, your everyday fish isn't exactly a sushi fish. So it is hard to know if you're gonna like sushi before you have sushi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife loves poke, and I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah, that's the experience I've had with poke as well.
Like I like the sauces, I like the toppings. The raw fish I can deal with.
Oh, and I've historically not had a good time with tofu either, but in the miso soup, it was really good.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's good stuff. Like the little cup of miso soup beforehand. Yeah, that's nice. Edamame, I freaking love edamame. Like,
Yeah, the edamame was really good too.
yeah.
That I've had before and can definitely give that one a thumbs up. Although, I don't think I've bought it myself, so I don't know how much more it costs than other similar bean type products.
I mean, if you get to the restaurant, you're gonna be paying too much for it, and then we all know that. But
Hmm. But like I've had it in somebody's home, and I'm like, I don't know what they cost at the grocery store. I don't know if we can get them at our grocery store.
I'll tell you right now. I mean, I wouldn't try for them fresh because I just wouldn't. But I mean, if you just go to like, you can literally get a frozen ones from Target. You just toss in the microwave and
Ah,
steam, and then you pull them out and sprinkle them with a little bit of salt or a little bit of MSG or something like that, and it's
mm,
just delicious. And they're fun and tasty, and they're good for you too. They're really high in protein. So yeah, it's
nice.
definitely a great snack. And I
Cool.
would 100% say do it.
There's an illager in my hole. How
Sounds
did
like a
illager
personal
get
problem.
down here?
Were you not looking hard enough?
Apparently, like he's just here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh well. Let's grab some cobble. Yeah, he is probably just as confused as I am. Well, we're half an hour in. Are we halfway through digging this hole? Kinda, I guess.
How big a hole are we aiming for here?
Well, it needs to be big enough that the shulkers can't teleport out of it or onto the walls. So, probably about, let's see, 40 by 40 by another 25 to 30. Because shulkers can teleport 10 in whatever direction. Oh no. This is a slime chunk. That's not good.
As in, there are certain chunks that will generate slime.
Yeah, regardless of the light levels.
It's something fun to learn, right?
And like there are certain things that take advantage of that, but I haven't looked into how you actually check those out. So we might need to button up the floor. Instead of just lighting it up. That's a lot of buttons. Slime chunks should be visible on the debug menu, huh? Really, skeleton? Okay.
I see you have 2 named iron golems now.
Oh?
Yeah, and your Chocolate Island, there are now 2 named iron golems there.
Neat.
It is neat.
Okay, so we are still... Oh, we are not far enough away to be just doing this willy-nilly. Okay, so let's keep an eye out. 1, 2, 3, 4, here.
Much faster than just staying there watching Natural Aura go. I don't even really need that much tainted gold or that much. Actually, I might need that much sun metal. I don't really know. Grump. Ore detectors. Centrifuge casing. Man, every 4 elite centrifuge casing costs 4 iesnium? That's insane. What kind of madman?
Yeah, and I had to use them for something that wasn't even an elite centrifuge.
Something dumber?
Well, a different type of centrifuge.
Okay.
You dirty skeleton, stop knocking me off of my target. One, two, three, four, here.
You know, I keep thinking I should, make like a super awesome, excellent, fancy tool like Frog has, but like I have 2 uh, mythic equipments that cover most of my bases. Like I have a mythic sword with looting 7 and Vorpal 5.
Mm-hmm.
I have a omnetic diamond shovel, which places a torch for free, basically, and is unbreakable and is diamond effectiveness against all blocks.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that does between those 2. I mean, I'm pretty much set.
Yeah.
Like as tempting as is to like go make like some abomination like Frog has that's like made of a dozen different alchemical ingredients or whatever. I mean, it just feels like too much almost. You know what? I'm gonna go do some blood stuff.
Yeah, and like I've got an iron pickaxe and a signalum sword, neither of which are enchanted. They've just got the tetra honing type stuff. I've got crazy armor, but like tool wise, I've got magic. That's it.
I mean, I can't fault you for that one, really. I mean, the only tool you have is magic. Everything else starts to look kind of pitiful and magicless.
Okay, so now we take this level out by hand.
Yeah, so more of these bees are going back into storage because I'm generating more than I can possibly ever use of what they give me. It's great in theory, but in practice, like I'm gonna have to start throwing stuff out, and I don't feel like doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Tainted bee, you're out. Mana bee, mana bee, you can stay. Sky bee, thank you so much. You're good.
Mac, the Forgotten Metal block is where the Shulkers are going to stay and attack one another. It's strong enough that when I dig the next level, it'll stay. And it looks cool. Here.
Alright, how do I
There
use
we are.
these slate ampules? Let's take a look.
Yes, Mac, it's a Shulker battle royale. The Heisei makes them fight one another. Oh man, I put my sword away.
I wave my sword back and forth. I wave my sword back and forth.
Except I didn't. Ah, there it is.
Let's go ahead and read the book first so I make sure I'm not screwing this up.
1, 2, 3, 4, here. Just had a sudden urge to call that Vindicator Vindy Lou Who. 1, 2, 3, 4, here.
That's pretty simple, actually. Just break it, and then you get 500 LP. That's very simple, in fact.
That is pretty simple.
Oh yeah, I think I was gonna adjust this, so 36. 36 stone.
1, 2, 3, 4, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, here. Oh, there's a problem.
Problem?
I need to keep some mana here to keep the thing running. It's a good thing I remembered that before actually lighting the thing up.
Heather's home. Be right back.
It should be fine. We can just put another mana pool with a not recessive spark. But we need to remember to do that, so let's do that before we forget. So that's where spawner is going to go. So let's put it here.
Our puppy got to go to Home Depot.
Ooh.
He got to ride in the cart.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Okay, and then we need to put a button or a slab underneath of that, because I don't know if shulkers can attach themselves to the bottoms of mana pools. Like, definitely not the top. But the bottom? I don't know. This is also not where they're going to be. That's not where they're going to be. This needs to not be here either. Hold on one second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Right. No cats in the garage. cats in the champagne room. No cats in the champagne room. So, how do I make sentient stuff? So I think the quest wants that. The thing is, I can't put together the squeezer because I don't want to get trapped into. Let's see if I can. Network cable, advanced processors, which want Indarium coins, which is not hard. Coarse generation iron is easy. Slime steel. Sky slime, iron, seared bricks. Not bad.
Okay, I have returned. And there are Endermen
Hello.
here. Why are there Endermen here? Okay, so what I was doing was setting up a mana pool. Let's just set it up down there. Right? Maybe? Range should be good. Probably. Let's check. So these are at 62. These are at 52. So yeah, if I put a mana pool right here with a regular spark, that should bind. Okay, Shulk. All you Shulks get bound properly. All you Heiseis get bound. Okay. So those are all nice and bound. So that'll pew 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 up to there. That's all nice and set up. We just need to... Actually, we don't even need to protect the spawner, because if they sit on the spawner, that's fine too. Brilliant. Okay. Now we keep digging. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here.
I decided it's time to just do a whole batch of iron gears because I use them for enough stuff. We have a tiny little hunter in our house.
What are they hunting?
Miscellaneous bugs.
Oh, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. She is quite ferocious.
Okay, so if we come into this debug screen, where would it tell me which of these are slime chunks? I don't see it, so let's ask the internet. Can you see slime chunks in the F3 menu? Nope. Well, let's kill this guy. Make sure that they actually do spawn here. Really, Wraith? Oh, jeez. What is with these dudes just falling on my head? Yeah, let's not use it on this level. Okay, so we've got the blocks, we got the flowers. We just need to prime the pump a little. Wait a minute. What? Why are you... Why are you pulling from this mana pool? I know it's right next to you, but come on. I didn't think you were allowed to do that. Let's try this again. Okay, so this is where we're putting the spawner. So this is where we put the spreaders. Okay, so let's try this. Okay, so that's good. Leave that there. I'm going to put the spawner here. And then that should be good. And we just break our way down. So let's break a little farther. Yeah, the other things probably need relinked too, don't they? Yep. Now the Shulk Me Nots should be fine, because they would have rebound when I placed the spreaders. Okay, so that's good. All those are rebound. That's firing up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, all converging on the same spot. Good, good. These are all unshulkable. And so then we place our shulker spawner here. And then we dig our way down. Oh, that was the sound of success up there. Most terrifying noise in existence. Okay, so he is in a place that he wasn't supposed to be able to get to, which means they'll be able to escape, which is no good. So we need to add some slabs. But that'll let it shoot through there. So let's just stay here a little bit. Keep an eye on things. Make sure they don't get where they're not supposed to go. Yeah, so one spawner generates way more shulks than this thing can consume. So if we ever want to upgrade this, we just add more flowers and more spreaders. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are there shulks just floating in the air? What the heck?
Can they do that if it's oh, I don't even know.
Yeah, like they're not supposed to do that. But apparently, they kinda can. Okay, so Shulk Farm appears to be working.
Good to hear.
Let's light up these bits such that we don't have things spawning in underneath our neutron activator. And then sealer back up. And then due to the nature of spawners, this should not lead to too many shulkers because they are all staying within range of the spawner. Do you get the shells? No. They are poofed out of existence. When consumed for mana. So yeah, just 4 is good but not amazing. Going forward, we're probably going to want to put 4 more Shulk Me Nots in there. Double the speed of this farm, because it generates way more shulkers than it consumes. That's a nice place for it. Okay. Yeah, it is pretty ominous.
It's not stupid. It's advanced RAM.
Doesn't really tell me what that does. What does Lexica Botanica tell me? I don't really need the velocity. Yeah, lots of interesting lenses, but nothing that's really going to help. But yeah, we've got a shulk farm. If we want to speed it up, we just need to kill another masticator. And yes, the spawner keeps running even when I'm away. That's how the Vindy farm works. It does not require a player for it to run. So we're currently at about 250,000. Let's head over there and then head home. Wait for a little bit, then come back. I wanted to turn this off from Chuck and turn it on to claim load while we're off. Gotta reload this mana. Okay, so it was a little over a quarter of a tank, or a quarter of a pool in each. We'll leave that dimension. Come on over here. Let's disable this Chuck as well. We don't need this running all week.
Nothing like an escape artist.
Oh.
Yeah, someone decided he wanted to be in the be a garage cat for a little while.
Ah,
and,
yes.
Yes.
All right, charge the remote. Okay, so if we wanted more Shulk Minots, it's more Wrath and Envy, which we've got. The Masticator scales are annoying, but doable. Gaia Spirits are fine, Flowers are fine. So Forgotten Ingots, we've got plenty. Shadow Gems are only annoying because of the Essence of Death. Token of Anger is fine. Honey Glazed Ham is mildly annoying. But we've got 4 smoked hams. We got some sweet berries. So we can...
Man, I haven't made hard glass in forever. Oh, that's
that
easy.
Essence of Death again. Ah, raw dweller meat. That's why we got raw dweller meat in the basement. And why we let the shepherd bee run for a long time. Speaking of running for a long time, we've got a bunch of Blitz honeycomb now. Let's get some of that processing. And there we go. Good stuff. Could probably deactivate all those bees, but this place won't be loaded this week, so nothing more should be made. Okay, it's been about 8 minutes or so. Let's Let's head back to Chocolate Island, see how much mana has accumulated. It is now at 350,000. So we got about a tenth of a mana pool each. So that's 4/10 of a mana pool in about 8 minutes. That really is a spooky noise.
So descriptive. Spooky noise.
Because it just goes every time the shulkers are eaten for mana.
Oh, it does? Oh, man.
Yeah, like you don't hear them doing anything at all. And then when they get consumed, it's just this huge...
Well, this isn't unsettling at all.
Not at all.
Wait, so these fluid pipes are purpose. What is this fluid pipe? I guess it's industrial fluid pipe.
And you get really fun particle effects. Okay, so you can hear the shulkers a little bit when you're on the platform. Well, that's fine. Okay, so we'll let this run. It'll get all filled up. I don't know if I'll have time to do anything before next week. We'll see. I might kill a masticator, might save that for the stream, because I do think getting a couple extra Shulk Me Nots would help here, but then I'd also have to make more spreaders, which means more of the godforsaken lenses, so maybe we're not going to do that, and see how fast this makes the tritium. And yeah, so maybe next time we'll just say this is almost good enough. We'll look into making the power supply, because we've got an Enderman core just laying around. It can turn into some Ender Cell type shenanigans, hopefully. And then we can get some power over here. What is my Quantum Entangleporter doing right now? I know I've got it set up somewhere. But where? And for what? I don't recall. So I'll have to look into that too. Because maybe we use that. Keep this thing powered. And then it can make a whole bunch of tritium. Set up near the oil? I thought we set the oil to be on a solar panel. Because I know we had used the Quantum Entangleporter over in this at one point to generate the heat. But we picked that up. Because then we moved the heater over here. And it's powered with solar. Because I know that's where it had been. But where is it now?
The mystery continues next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Mm-hmm. Because I had... Oh, right. For statics, let's grab some Runes of Fire. Hello? Oh, right. Not loaded. Where in the world is the Quantum Entangleporter? Yeah. So we'll we'll solve that mystery sometime in the future. We'll find it or we won't. We might use it for this thing. Maybe we won't. But regardless, this thing needs power. But we also might not need to turn it on until we build the next giant multi-block. Because we need equal parts tritium and deuterium. But I don't know how fast the other thing works. Liquid deuterium requires 256 rotation from create, 100 pressure units from pneumaticraft, 10 millibuckets of molten sulfur, and 10,000 forge energy, which is pennies, because...
Yeah, it doesn't seem like much overall at all.
Because liquid tritium uses 100,000 forge energy.
Maybe you were supposed to do that first.
I mean, you need both of them. Like
Yeah.
Like you're building them for the same purpose. But my concern is I want this to be able to run for literally ever. And so I'm going to need to find a way of setting up a renewable sulfur source on the rig. And so that'll probably be a coal bee on the rig. Centrifuge and all. Because that's not a lot of... It's not a lot of sulfur. But again, I don't know how fast it's going to chew through this stuff. Hydrogen and gunpowder. Coal, oxygen, and water. Coal dust, enchanted ash. Light oil in a fractionating still. Lava cobble in an alchemy table to make sulfur. Now that's an interesting way to automate it. Lava sigil. Hot. Do not eat.
I mean, I was gonna, but I guess now I won't.
Sulfur recovery unit? Can turn sulfurized diesel into diesel and sulfur. Interesting.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at sulfurized diesel from I think a cooling tower or something like that.
Oh, Mac, the problem with the light oil version is that light oil is not one of the oils we're making. So we'd have to use the fractionating still to get the bitumen, heavy oil, and light oil. And then the fractionating still again for the light oil into sulfur. No, my current oil rig turns crude into the 4 pneumaticraft oils, which are kerosene, gasoline, diesel, and LPG.
Mm-hmm.
So kerosene, diesel, gasoline, LPG. Now, we do have unlimited crude. And so if we wanted to get sulfur from fractionating and fractionating some more, we could. And then we don't have to worry about the beat. And so, yeah, fraction, magma. Uses some power, but still insignificant compared to this thing over here. And then we just need to trash the heavy oil. Maybe put the bitumen in a box, I guess. We could keep the heavy oil. What's heavy oil used for? Yeah, we can probably break the heavy oil down into into refined fuel. And that's it. That's all you can do with it. Throw it into yet another fractionating still to get a 10% chance of tar. Oh, wait. Let's make sure that our light oil... Okay. 20% chance of getting sulfur from the light oil. So, per bucket of light oil, you'll only get... You get 10 chances at 20%. Likely only to get 2 bits of sulfur for, let's see, 6,000 from there, 4,000. So for every 10,000 RF, you get a 1/10 of a bucket of crude into a fraction of thing of light oil. So, again, I don't know. How much do you get from the Colby? Coal. Oh, it's sooty, isn't it? Sooty honeycomb. Oh, right. You're not even getting it from the honeycomb. You're getting it from cracking the coal chunks, aren't you? Yeah, it's the pulverizer that gets you a 50% chance of sulfur dust. It's not from the bee itself.
That sulfur recovery only gets you 2% diesel from that sulfurized diesel. That's crazy. It's like nothing.
Yeah, like it's starting to feel like this alchemy table might be the way to go. Oh, man. It takes a bucket and a 1/5 of LP.
Well, it looks like lapis ore or chunks can have a decent amount of sulfur in there, actually. If you ran a coal bee and a lapis bee, you have a decent chance of getting some stuff out of there. Run through the old pulverizer. I got a buttload of sulfur just from running my coal bee and using that coal bee to run basically everything down here, like you've been doing earlier.
Oh yeah, I've got a lot of sulfur. Like, having sulfur is not my issue. It's that I want this to be able to run literally forever.
Sure.
And my coal bee and my lapis bee are not currently running. I just already have 191,000. Just trying to be sustainable here. So yeah, bees are probably the way I'm going to go. I just wanted to do my due diligence, make sure there wasn't another reasonable way. So let's see how far this has come, given some extra time. We are almost at 3/4 of a mana pool each. Cool. So I don't actually need to leave this running for a week because it'll be done in a couple hours. But so it goes. But it's 11:30. Should probably get to bed. I will not be here on Thursday. Pretty sure Frog won't be here on Thursday. So, George, you're all on your lonesome.
So it goes.
So, see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Then.